Viewer discretion is advised.
What up, heel faction? Welcome back to Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. I'm Dark Chords. That's Draven Grimes. That's Thumb Dupree. What are you watching?
I ain't watching shit.
Thump.
What?
Why am I hearing multiple people? Hold on. Hold on. What the
Thump,
fuck?
jump off and jump back on real quick.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
How about now?
Test.
Test.
It's Thump.
Hey, he's shitting.
Fucking Thump. God damn it, it's always him.
Yeah. Well, what can you do?
Test.
Test.
Alright. We're good. Okay.
Take two, people.
Take two! Welcome to Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. I'm Dark Chords. That's Draven Grimes. That's Thumb Dupree. He's reporting live from his shitter. This is HSP. We're just winging it tonight, guys. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about, but it's gonna be fun. So, fuck it. We'll get into it after this. Oh, we got Shad's back. Young lady, do your parents know what you're watching?
Well, her uncle does, so that's good enough.
Oh, man. So how you guys doing?
It's almost Friday. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Very excited. Thump, not so much.
Feel spent.
You feel spent?
Feel spent.
I can imagine. I can imagine the shit you've gone through in the past 15 fucking days.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
You're a braver man than me, sir.
So tell everybody what's been going on with you. What have you been doing?
Shit. What do you mean what am I doing?
Wow. Yeah, but why?
I've been on a 15-day cleanse.
15-day cleanse.
Shit. I've been shitting water.
Oh, Jesus.
And sometimes
Why you got
sometimes it looks like really sometimes it looks like a really refreshing flavor, other times not so much. You know, like a mineral water.
I almost don't want to eat my snacks now.
But yeah. It's definitely a cleanse.
Hey, you're a better man than me. You're a better man than me.
If anybody does it, make sure you drink a lot of water because you're gonna feel dehydrated anyway. But you know, I drink like a gallon of water a day, and I still feel like I'm dying in the desert.
Oh, man.
God damn it.
So, but today's the last day, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's the last day. Well, yesterday was the last day that I took pills, so theoretically tomorrow is the last day because the last 2 days.
Have you noticed a difference in your weight?
Oh yeah, I've lost like 14.5 pounds.
That's it?
Yeah.
I expected more from you, sir.
Yeah.
Those are rookie numbers.
I don't know.
Gotta get those numbers up.
Plus, I'm smoking weed too a lot. So when I'm not working, I'm smoking weed.
Same.
The munchies. Never mind. We ain't going there.
What?
I mean, salad. What are you talking about? Munchy. Salad and brown rice and barbecue chicken and
That don't sound too bad, to be honest. Actually sounds pretty good.
and broccoli.
No, the chicken part.
Lots of broccoli. Lots of broccoli. Lots of roughage.
Lots of roughage.
I'm not going to eat food that my food
Try to
eats.
keep
So, what are we talking about tonight, fellas?
Rock out with a pop out on a wedding.
Well, we
What
haven't
now?
had this motherfucker on in a couple of weeks. I figure we can get an update with him with all his bullshit. Then you can fucking put the last nail in this fucking coffin so we can move on from this El Rey bullshit. And then fuck it, we'll talk about all this shit.
All right. What's been going on with you? How's work? How's life?
I've been working a lot.
How's your daughter?
I've been working a lot. She's good. She's starting to really slay the forex trading thing. It's becoming a real world deal for her now.
Nice.
And my son walks on the 20th.
Congratulations.
Graduation.
Very nice.
The minor miracle we thought would never happen. But for the most part, I've been spending a random and yet extensive amount of time shitting everything that I've eaten in my entire life out of my butthole.
Fucking A.
It's better than shitting it out somewhere else.
The TikTok 15-day cleanse is an effective measure for weight loss. It is also an effective measure if you want to have an uncomfortable butthole. If that's a symptom that you desire, I can help. I can definitely give you advice on how to do that, because your asshole will appear and feel a flame.
God damn it.
Yeah.
You got that fire water, self-inflicted fire water.
Have you ever had diarrhea and begged your butthole to not have to shit anymore because it hurts so bad?
Yes. Yes.
Well, you're going to have to Navy SEAL your way past that if you're going to do the 50-day.
I am not man enough.
No.
I am not man enough.
Like literally, you're going to literally have to have a special forces mentality to get past the pain. It is real. Like you will reach out to the Lord and beg him to make it stop coming out of your butt. And when your request is denied, you're gonna have to go ahead and Navy SEAL it up. And you don't want to be afraid to do the post traumatic poop paperwork. You got to get in there. You're not gonna wanna.
You gotta.
You're not gonna wanna. It's gonna be a little tingle down there. You gotta do the paperwork. You don't want to wake up in your bed with swamp ass.
No, you do not. That's embarrassing for the entire household.
So to say that the TikTok 15 cleanse is going to require a certain amount of both mental toughness and decorum would be an understatement.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And if after day 5 you can't take it, know when to fold them, because and go take your last 20 pills and go put them in that cabinet where you keep old aspirin and shit, because don't make the mistake of doing it for 5 days, stopping for a day because you forgot to take them, and then resuming, because you will resume.
Oh, Jesus
You
Christ.
will resume.
So how long do the pills go for? Like, you took your last ones today. Will you stop fire hose shitting by tomorrow? Like, how does that happen?
If there's a God. All right, guys, I'll be back in a second. I gotta get to work.
Okay. Oh,
Oh
fire
my
hose
God.
shitting? Are you fucking
Fire
serious?
hose shitting, yes.
God damn it, son. Oh, I about choked and vomited on myself. God damn it.
Did you ever see that video, or that it probably became a meme, a GIF probably, where there's a dog in a dog cage, and his eyes, like his face, like goes into shock, and he like projectile shits out of his cage onto the wall.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to find that.
I haven't seen that in years.
I gotta find it and attach Stump's face to it. I have something to do this weekend.
No, he's definitely. I can imagine about day 6, you start shitting like the dude in Dumb and Dumber after he got.
Oh my god! No, no! Oh, oh, oh my god! No, fuck that shit. Yeah, I will find other ways to lose weight if I need to.
Yeah, that we don't need to go that far.
No. I'll just do a 20-hour fast a day, eat one time, and it'll just be like fucking 10 ounces of chicken. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw how fucking short-tempered and shit I was when I was trying to do a fucking 18-hour fast.
Like,
It did not fucking work well.
Just unsalted fucking.
There was salt,
Chicken and
broccoli,
broccoli.
pepper and salt, and a little bit of garlic powder. Oh, God.
Justin Wilson asks, "What setup do I have?" I've got a box with a hamster running in there. That's why we have technical problems, because that motherfucker gets tired sometimes.
That motherfucker's still alive.
Him or his ghost is, because that keeps going.
Son of a bitch. So what's going on with you, since we're waiting on Thump to do paperwork?
Not much. I had to buy a fridge Sunday.
Still waiting for you to do the thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that thing.
You're gonna do the fucking thing.
All right, maybe I'll do the thing.
You will.
So I opened the fridge door Sunday morning. Well, no, throughout the day Saturday, I noticed like the new drink I would get felt like it wasn't as cold, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next morning, opened the fucking door and just dank, rotten, fucking nasty.
Oh, speaking of nasty.
You know?
So hey,
Hey.
just to piggyback off what we were just talking about when I was about my cleanse.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another tip: don't let your bathroom your landlady come into your bathroom right after any one of these particular sessions without going to the Glade, Berry, Merry, and Bright. You want to go ahead and get that involved. Well,
like, landlady walks into the bathroom and be like, Thump, why is there shit on the ceiling?
Well, no, I did. I gave it a little courtesy squirt. You know? A little courtesy squirt. I'm not a savage. But, you know, I wish they had that shit at work.
Oh, fucking A.
I love going in there when there's like a customer that's in there and they're like on the phone on the shitter, like having a phone conversation. And I know who they're talking to. Can just hear me letting it out.
Oh my god, just letting it out.
There was a guy speaking Spanish the other day when I was in there, and like he would giggle. So I know he wasn't ignoring it altogether. Like I don't speak Spanish, but like in the middle of his conversation, he'd start giggling. So I know he was in it.
God,
yeah.
fuck.
Oh my god.
shit.
Oh, fuck. You're in there letting off biological weapons.
Yeah.
God damn it, man.
I'll be honest with you. For like from around day 8 to around day 12, I wouldn't look in the toilet out of fear. I was afraid I was going to see like wood and stone and like
There's that quarter you swallowed when you were 7.
building materials and
Sawdust.
yeah.
Fucking A.
The hat your grandmother lost.
Yeah. And then I start thinking about what my dog must be thinking.
He's got to think you're dying. Like he's just waiting to be able to eat you. You're on the downward swing.
Yeah. Yeah, she probably thinks, oh, this motherfucker's part of the food chain now.
It's like he's got to be dead. No animal could shit like that and then still be alive. He's got to be dead.
Absolutely not.
Oh, here's a quick note to God, by the way. It's my only day off. It's my only day off, and it's like literally 68 degrees outside in my yard. Why the fuck can't I have that the other days of the week when I'm in the garden center sweating my balls off? Like, why can't I have that? This weather is beautiful. This is not the weather we've been having at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's been getting hot, man. I was out there the other day, and it said 93 degrees because they kept trying to make me come in. You know, like you're only supposed to be out there for like, according to company policy, like no more than 45 minutes at a time. Shit, I'm not inside the building 45 minutes at a time.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do something real quick since we're on this topic. What a segue.
Are we being sponsored by Charmin Ultra?
Y'all keep talking. Go ahead.
The quicker picker-upper.
Yeah, the quicker picker-upper. Well, I mean, you were the one talking about your brand new fridge and shit.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, everything in the freezer, fridge, everything was completely ruined. It was, just sucks.
When was that?
So, Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would suck so bad.
Now, see, you should have Saturday, after noticing your drinks were getting cold, be like, hey, do you know anything about fixing fridges? Because I think mine's going out. My response would be, no, I do not. However, I do have an extra fridge. And I would have strapped that motherfucker to the top of my fucking Mustang somehow, some way, and fucking drove it to your fucking house. But no, you have to be all fucking
big
and Brody and shit. Yeah.
Oh.
So
what'd you get?
I got an 06.
Refrigerator purchases are important.
Oh, I got.
And we went through this whole fucking process. Trust me.
We got the one where, like, the bottom third is a pull-out freezer, and the top 2/3 has the double open doors, and that's the fridge.
Oh, where'd you get it?
I think we got a Home Depot, actually.
Motherfucker.
Hey, it had to happen. Like, our shit went bad on Sunday, or it wasn't working from Saturday, and we didn't have a fridge at all Sunday and Monday until Monday evening that we got that thing delivered. It's
wow.
You could have.
We've got some fridges on sale, and I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
They probably did too. But yeah, there's some. Have you seen that washer and dryer yet that washes and dries your clothes in the same machine?
Yeah, I'm getting that next.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Here, before we move on, since we're talking about shitting, I want to direct everyone to our merch page and remind you of the talking shit sometimes it hurts shirt. This is the three of us at our finest.
I feel like it's the best shirt in the history of fucking podcasts.
It really is the best shirt.
Yes.
Talking shit. Sometimes it hurts. There's a merch link in the description and or in the panels around the video.
Yep.
But speaking of shirts, let's remind everybody about our Fuck Logan Paul t-shirt contest. We're giving away 2 shirts. The Fuck Logan Paul t-shirts, hashtag Fuck Logan Paul, and then we made a censored version with a parental advisory sticker on there. Send us an email at heelshitpodcast@gmail.com with a subject line F Logan Paul. In the body, give us your shirt preference, whether it's uncensored or censored, whether you want the black or the gold, what size you are, and the shipping address. We're accepting entries through May 15th, and we will pick 2 winners to get this shirt. Absolutely free shipping. You pay nothing. You just get a badass t-shirt. Can't go wrong with that.
And remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is world fucking wide.
Worldwide.
If you're on the planet Earth, we will fucking ship it to you. However, if we find one that's in Antarctica, we're sending you questions and we want answers.
Yeah, Shads. Yeah, you better get one of those for the old man. He gonna love it.
You goddamn right.
Mm-hmm. So,
yeah.
No, we don't.
Don't die on us.
We don't stream on YouTube. We
Fuck you.
We post the videos of the podcast on there, but we don't stream on there. We've been popped too many times by their whatever their decency guidelines are.
They're bullshit guidelines.
Yeah, bullshit.
We're fucking two-faced.
They're saying we're indecent?
No, we got. What was it that happened? Oh, the first time we got banned is because we went. Well, we got banned the first time because we tried to show WrestleMania last year on it.
Oh, okay.
But then we got banned one other time because we played that video of the school employee beating the shit out of the kid.
Oh yeah.
You know, we were talking about doing commentary on that. We weren't like, here, let's watch some kid get his ass beat. But they're still fucking banned us. So I just throw up videos. If we get banned again, fuck it. Whatever. We actually.
Well, I would think the P Diddy Meek Mill on loop that we did that one time would be controversial.
Yeah,
no, that's actually one of our best videos.
Mm-hmm.
Between that and Della's face reaction. That was fucking classic.
Yo, I watched that again today.
Shout out to Della. Shout out to Della Rosa. She's one of my favorite people.
She's awesome.
Same.
We love Della.
She's fucking family. Her and Rip both.
Yep.
Anyway, you were watching it today.
Oh, there is going to be a little bit of betrayal. Well, I actually asked Della about it before I agreed to do it, but she's booked some for May 18th, so I'm ring announcing.
No.
I was like, I'm coming after your job. And she's like, what? I said, yeah, I'm going to. And she laughed. She said, you'll be awesome. I was like, thank you, dear. That's how cool she is, you know.
Now, you see, if Darker Eye fucking did that, she'd try to slit her fucking throats.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying that she's not trying to slip mine either, but.
Which is surprising between the two of them because she's not the Puerto Rican one.
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't piss her off, though.
Knives are more a Puerto Rican thing.
Yeah. What is she?
I think she's Trinidadian and
yeah.
Something like that.
Go whistle Dixie and talk some shit while you're walking down the street in Trinidad and find out what happens. You know? Go out there and whip your dick out on the playground and we'll see what happens. You know?
Fuck.
Choppy the PP.
Choppy the PP. So I guess we should get this El Rey thing out of the way.
Please do.
This is gonna be the last time I talk about it because at this point I'm starting to feel bad for the guy. I mean, he's
starting to sound like a broken record.
Yeah, you know, he has kind of a, you know, whatever. He has a miserable life. Whatever his problem is, it's just getting sad at this point.
His problem is the $150 you apparently owe him.
Shit.
If that's it,
he stole more than $150 worth of banners.
That part.
One of those banners was $60, so we had multiple of them. But we did our thing on El Rey on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was going to leave it at that. But then, of course, like I said on one of the shows this week, he doesn't know when to stop running his mouth. His mouth is his biggest self. I don't even know what to call it. This is his
Achilles heel.
His Achilles heel is his mouth. So apparently, ever since that show came out, he's been blowing up Thump's phone and actually threatened to knock me out.
Which I find hilarious because you haven't said one fucking thing.
No, he's scrapping. Well, he saw the podcast, so obviously, I said plenty.
I'm pretty sure he's not pissed off about that as much as the Facebook post.
Oh, maybe. But yeah, like, first of all, no, the fuck you wouldn't. Second of all, you're such a fucking pussy that me telling the truth to the people that you've lied to is gonna make you try to get physical. Yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever.
All right. Well, you two just put this shit to rest, so we can move on. I'm running out of pudding.
Say when.
When?
I'm going to speak directly to Mike. Because, first of all, I hate to see all this shit. Because, in a lot of ways, I still consider Mike, the Mike that I know, a friend. The Mike that I know and the Mike that plays the character that he plays are not the same people. If they were, I would have never gotten involved with him with adrenaline and all that to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
The Mike I know is not a bad person. In fact, he's a good guy. He is. I have not been. In the past, I have not really spoken out too much about anything when it comes to this situation because, to be honest with you, even though I know Tom isn't wrong, I understand why Mike thinks he isn't wrong. And perception is the whole thing. Misguided and askew, certainly. Shut up, Jackie. Misguided and askew, certainly. But Mike entered himself into an unknown, doing something he's never done before, with basically, a sponsor or money guy that he didn't know. And I kind of arranged everything in between. The disconnect happened whenever I tried to get you two guys to talk. And I feel like if I could have gotten Mike to come at it a little more civil, that you guys could have maybe worked it out. But I understand. I mean, Tom, you're an attorney, brother. There's only a certain amount of shit you're going to listen to, and I get it before you cut somebody off, and it makes sense. It's the adult thing to do.
Oh.
But Mike, man, you said some things to me. You left messages on my phone the other day, and said that I've always been against you, and I've kept you from getting bookings, and I never helped you, and I didn't stick up for you. And well, I'm telling you now, the reason why I didn't stick up for you is because I didn't get you into this conundrum. In fact, the only thing that I did was give you an opportunity, and I'm not going to feel bad about that. I'm not going to feel bad that you didn't take advantage of it and run with it like you should have, and adrenaline would have been something amazing by now. But you got petty, and that's you and I both agree that that's probably your biggest character flaw.
Mm-hmm.
That said, I have never ever said don't book Michael El Rey. I have never ever said to a single soul don't book Michael El Rey. You are your biggest liability. That said, also, I got you booked at Atomic. I got you booked on Riot, which probably if you pick up the phone, you could probably still get booked on Riot. But they're not going to come to you, Mike. It doesn't work that way. I mean, there's workers that go up and these workers that you shit on and say, oh, they go work for free. A lot of these young kids, they go work for free and set the ring up in order to get a spot. Adrenaline was not designed that way. That's why you had to put the ring together most of the time, because we brought in top tier talent, and I wasn't asking top tier talent to come and set up your ring or tear it down for you. And no promoter or booker would ask that of top tier talent. That's just the way. Maybe you don't agree, and maybe you don't. Maybe you don't think that what I had was top tier talent. But that's the difference between you and me. Is I've been in business for 25 years, and I've booked for probably 6 different promotions, so I have a pretty good grip on what top tier talent is. Mm-hmm. I'm not on here to shit on you. I hope that we can still be friends. But don't ever say I never helped you, and don't ever say that I've ever gone out of my way to make sure that you didn't get opportunity somewhere, because frankly, A, I have better things to do, and B, you've really never given me a reason. All the times you've ever said anything on Facebook, you've never called me out by name. I would suggest that you continue that tradition. It would be in your best interest. That's not a threat, but you know what it's like to go toe to toe with me verbally. Between you and I, we know. So don't go there, brother. If you want to talk to me, you can come see me, or you can call me. Like I said, I still consider you a friend. I wish this never would have happened, but it did. And let's all stop acting like children and fucking move past this, because frankly, we all know that if Adrenaline ever comes back, that Michael El Rey is not going to be a part of it. And if he was going to run, he'd be running by now. So let's just stop. Yeah. Let's just stop. I mean, really, because here's the cool part. This is the part that I love about all of this shit. No, and this goes with any drama that you see, whether it's with Alex Red and other people, and Jerry Swirls and other people, or this one and other people. 2 days later, nobody gives a shit.
Right.
Literally 2 days later, Jackie, come here. Literally 2 days later, nobody gives a shit. And that's going to be the same thing here. And I'm not going to go online and post a bunch of bullshit about Michael El Rey, because there's really no reason to.
No. Well, no, he's just been.
This is why I hate the business now. It's not like it used to be, man. I almost resent it to the point to where, even with Nick's shows, I'm begging him to stop running, because I don't like being around the culture anymore. It's just not. It is not what it used to be. It's not even kind of what it used to be. The brotherhood is gone. With few exceptions. And don't get me wrong, I have a lot of friends out there in the business. I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of good friends. A lot of people that I love dearly, and many that I consider family, like you guys. But y'all are the exception to the rule. People, it's all about me, and all about, it's all about me, and it was never like that before. And the fact that we have social media to fight with each other so the fans can see it is disgusting. And I've said this on this show before. Why in the fuck would anybody pay to see us if we're gonna act this way?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've just Tom, you and I have talked about this many times, man. I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of it.
Yeah. And he'd been talking about it for the last 2 years, and then he finally just came at me personally, and I had to set the record straight. I mean, I've never talked about it publicly before, but there's been lie after lie after lie after lie, and then poking at me like that. Yeah, no, not gonna happen. Not gonna let that shit stand.
Here's the thing. I'm not saying that anybody's been out of the way by voicing their opinion, because everybody has the right to. And yes, there's been some things said on a lot of things said on his side that I haven't quite. I cannot I can't put my stamp on the accuracy. That's the best way to put it. I can't put my stamp of approval on the accuracy of the things he says in many cases. And it's not just about this situation; it's about other situations too. Like I said, he has this character side of him that is so ultra petty, and so sometimes he will embellish the truth in order to make a point. I've seen that. And Mike, you do, and if you don't like it, well, I'm sorry. That's not just my opinion; it's everybody's. I mean, I could come on here and just straight shoot and be a dick and tell you about yourself. I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna. If that's ever becomes necessary, it'll happen in person, because I promise you that I'm not scared of you. So, you know, I don't really need to bolster that point too much. Just and if there's anybody out there that disagrees with what I'm saying and that knows about the situation and can honestly say to me that I've ever done anything to try to hurt Michael Elray's wrestling career or his managing career or even his shit talking career, feel free to direct message me or request to come on the show and tell me about myself, because I'd sure love to fucking hear it. And that's all I'm going to say about it.
Yeah, and that's it. I mean, the last thing I'm gonna say is he's loved lately to say how corny and how lame our gimmicks are. But that lame gimmick gets us booked consistently in 3 different states, and we've been champs in all 3 states. So, when's the last time he worked?
Yeah, are you asking me?
No, I'm just rhetorically.
No, I don't know. I think he works AMP sometimes, but he don't. And he works that show that's at that titty bar in Tampa. But that's all I know. That's all that I know.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm not. Look, man, I'm not going to be that guy that hates on how much people do or don't work or how good they are. Like, I'm not. I have that all in my brain for booking purposes. As far as me speaking out on who can work, who can't, that serves me no purpose, because people that suck now always get better, and you don't want to fucking say, hey, this guy sucks, and him turn around and a year later he finally gets it and here he is. You know, I keep that shit to myself.
Unless
I'm talking to like my promoter or somebody like that and explaining to them why I don't book them. You know, I go into detail about that, but I don't really talk about how bad people can work unless it's with my close, people I confide in.
No, sure. Why would you? I'm just responding to him saying our group was somehow lame and failing when we're pretty proud of where we're sitting right now.
Well, you guys are doing, better than you probably should be for the time you've been together. I mean, honestly. And I'm proud of you guys. I mean, you guys, your continuity is coming together. Rip's, Rip's been in the business a long time. You guys picked up an ace with him.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and I book I book Rip on every fucking show we have that he can be at. You know, and people say, "Oh, it's because of Dilla." No, it's not because of Dilla. I'd book Rip anyway.
Yeah,
it's not because of Dilla. I can get a ring announcer.
Oh.
You know what I mean? If it came down to it, if it came down to me not wanting Rip and me just booking Della, number one, I could do it because Della does that. But number two, it's just I had never seen him work before. He worked the first show for me. He did great. He does exactly what I tell him to do. He gives me a good time and a good time in the ring, and always gives me a good performance. I mean, everybody has matches that are kind of, but with Rip, I can't recall one that was just an absolute stinker. He and he always gives me promos. The dude, he's and the thing about Rip that I'm proud of is that he's gotten on so many places now that he stays working. He stays working. So
yeah,
how can you hate on? How can for somebody? for somebody that's not in the business to accuse him of not being able to get booked without Della is,
Yeah.
to say the least, inaccurate. It's inaccurate.
Well,
It's bullshit.
well,
And
I think that's kind of
and
what
I'm not
really
and
set everything off.
I'm not going to participate in the only way that I'm ever going to talk about El Rey's career and what I really think about his career is if he ever comes at me directly or mentions my name on social media in a negative way,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll tell everybody the truth. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because people think I have the power to bury people. I don't have the power to bury anyone. But I can start digging the hole for sure. And I don't have to do that behind the scenes. I'll do that. I can do that straight up on social media because I will say the things that a lot of people are thinking, and I don't want to do that because, like I said, Mike, not Michael El Rey, but Mike is a friend of mine. He's a different guy, and I value friendships. My military experience and some of the other things that I've gone through in my life have,
Mm-hmm.
and even recently, I lost a really close friend. Still don't know why, but I value those friendships, and Mike's probably going to get mad at me when he sees this. How he chooses to handle that is up to him.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, I'm about to throw it to a commercial, and we thus endeth the Michael El Rey saga. He shall never be mentioned on this podcast again. Agreed?
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless he wants to be on it, which I offered.
I mean, I always welcome it.
That's what
I offered it.
It gives him the opportunity to come on here and
Can I tell you guys something? Can I tell you guys something you're not going to believe, but it's absolutely true? You take away all this bullshit that happened with Adrenaline, and we don't know Michael El Rey, and he would be the first guy that I would say let's add as a fourth. That's the truth. Because the Michael, and I mean that, the Michael El Rey that I talk to on a daily basis is a funny motherfucker. And it's not that it's not because he talks bad about people, but like he watches wrestling. He would be great on the Heel Shit podcast. He would. It's just, it's unfortunate. And this also, and this is, I know I said it was the last thing I was going to say before, but this is the truth. Mike has a lot of potential to be in this business in some way, shape, or form. He is a natural born entertainer. He's rough around the edges when it comes to wrestling. He is not the best manager in Florida. But that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's I wasn't the best manager in Florida when I was doing Uncle Dup either. But who cares? Who gives a shit? You don't get a you don't get a plaque. Nobody gives you a medal.
Mm-hmm.
We're all smoking the same fucking shitty weed and the same car rides, going to the same shows. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There ain't nobody better than there's all that ranked shit and all that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Now there's some great managers. Some of those guys are people that Mike has hated at some point in time or another. I don't even know Eric Christopher. He's a great manager. I've never met the guy. He's a great manager.
Yeah.
God, there's been so many. Some that have come. Sean, if I was going to say who's the best manager in Florida as far as who I could see myself paying to watch on television or paying to watch at a live show, meaning a big show, and that's without a doubt fucking Sean Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Davis is the best. He's the guy that I watch and go, holy shit. And then even before that was Chiazzo, Frankie.
Mm-hmm.
Frankie was a great manager with a set. And he's boasting about being the best manager in Florida. Well, Dave Milan, another great manager. There's a lot. He has a lot to. He'd have a lot to live up to get there, and saying it and doing it, two different things. And Mike, man, I wish you the best, brother. I hope you and I will still be cool, but if we're not, I understand. It's whatever. But I promise you, I swear on my children, I have never, and I will never do anything to sabotage you personally as far as getting on a show.
Yeah.
Unless it's my own, because you're a fucking pain in the ass. So how about that? Dick.
All right. Well, tonight's show is brought to you in part by Havoc Energy Drink. Havoc Energy Drink is an energy drink for gamers and streamers by gamers and streamers. Not only does it have the caffeine and the B vitamins you're used to in your energy drinks, but it has a healthy dose of creatine for mental acuity to help you win that next game, make it through that next stream, or deal with Thump's ass. So yeah, go to tryhavocenergy.com, enter the code HSP10 for 10% off your order. I drink the stuff every morning. It's like my coffee. I don't drink coffee. I drink Havoc. The lemon one is fucking delicious. I drink it every day. The berry's good. I just prefer the lemon. So yeah, go to tryhavocenergy.com, use HSP10 for 10% off, or if you're on one of the platforms that there's a description, the link's in the description. Same thing, HSP10 for 10% off. Thank you, Havoc.
I want to taste it.
I assume you're talking about Havoc and not your ass.
Yeah. No, I want to taste Havoc. I want to see if I like it. Then I'll order a shitload of it.
All right.
I don't want to order a shitload of it if I don't like it.
Actually, if you go,
I mean, I know they're sponsors, but
Well, if you go to the website, they actually got a little area where you can get a free package. You just pay shipping for it. I think it's like $2.
Okay.
Yep, tryhavocenergy.com.
Or next show that you're at with me, it's always in my bag, so you can just.
Hey, I tried that shit Logan Paul is behind. What's it called? Creed?
Prime.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Dude, my kids fucking drink that shit like Gatorade. I don't understand it.
It's gross. I don't.
It's fucking.
It tastes like Kool-Aid with no sugar in it, but like Ollie's or Big Lots Kool-Aid.
Yes.
Oh, that's terrible.
No, that's fucking accurate.
But like the shit kids drink today, like their taste buds must be different because like all these fucked up, nasty, sweet flavors of energy drinks that are out there, like birthday cake and all this shit. Like, I don't want to drink fucking sweets. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Hey, I gotta tell you guys a funny story.
Please do.
So today I had to go to the bank, right? Chelsea comes and picks me up, and she's like, "Dad, I gotta stop and get a coffee." She orders this fucking cafe latte, caramel, fucking iced coffee thing, and she's like, "Dad, taste it." So I tasted it, and it tasted like somebody stuck my face in the dirt, rolled me over, squirted caramel in my mouth, and then rolled me back over and made me eat dirt again. It was like caramel dirt, and she paid like $7.50 for this fucking thing. And I'm looking at my daughter, and I'm thinking, I don't remember them saying that there was any birth defects. I mean, like, what the fuck? How the fuck is my? And she drank it like she's like, "Oh my god, it's so good." I just can't. Like, I like regular coffee. I'll drink black coffee even, but black coffee, I drink black coffee that tastes like coffee. This tasted like dirt water,
God.
like literal dirt water. It was fucking gross.
Call me old fashioned. I'll take a cup of Waffle House coffee any fucking day.
And then I have another thing to talk about after you guys do. You guys need to talk more.
I got one. I got one. It's the story I told you earlier about my daughter. So last night, and I'm proud of this. Let me go on record and say I've never been more proud of my daughter in my life. So my youngest son was picking on her last night as she's trying to cook dinner for him because I was just being a lazy dad and didn't want to do shit. She's like, "Can I make a box of mac and cheese?" "Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Just clean your mess up, whatever." And my youngest kept going in there and poking at her and hitting her and just fucking with her. And after about the 4th or 5th time, she turns around with the wooden spoon in her hand and says, "If you don't stop, I'm going to do to you what daddy does." And that got my attention. And I turned around, like, "What the fuck's going on?" And I see the wood, the spoon in her hand. I'm like, "Oh, well, she's just going to pop her or whatever." Right. So a couple minutes go by. Nothing happens. He goes and does it again. This child, this spawn of mine, grabs my son and puts him in position for fucking Sister Abigail. And as soon as he does, he goes fucking screaming. And you see it in her eyes, like, I'm going to bash his face into this counter. At this point, Mama's walking around the corner, stops the whole thing, breaks it up. I'm over there dying of laughter because there's nothing else I can do at this point but envision what's about to happen, right? And she walks in there, walks into the living room after she sends them to their room to calm the fuck down. And she's like, "You need to go talk to them. More importantly, you need to go talk to her right now about this because that's unacceptable." I was like, "Listen, the only thing I'm going to do if I go in there and talk to her right now is explain the dynamics of the move and how to fucking maximize the impact of it. You don't want me going in there right now."
Wow.
So she's like, you are fucking worthless in this point. I was like, no, I am proud at
Yes.
this fucking point.
Yeah.
So my daughter, to get back at my son, used my fucking finish to fucking scare him. I'm so fucking proud.
Imagine how freaked out he would have been if she bent down and gave him the kiss on the forehead.
There wasn't enough time for the kiss.
Like,
There was
bye.
not enough time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm,
Oh yeah, proud daddy.
good shit. Good shit.
Yep. All right, Dark. I know you got one more story for us. Anything.
Oh man. It's been pretty boring around here.
God damn it, son.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Fuck. All right, Thump.
We can talk briefly about these crazy campus protests.
What a perfect segue. Go ahead.
About to say, you're going to have to fill me in because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
What do you mean a perfect segue?
Because what I have to talk about piggybacks off of what you're about to talk about.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, some funny stuff happened, Shaz. Especially at the end. So there are mass protests on university campuses throughout the country, pro-Palestinian protests, and in a lot of the places, and some of the bad actors, and I'm not saying that it was the majority or anything, but some bad actors were intimidating the Jewish students on campus. They were not letting people pass through the quad that they had taken over. Just shit like that.
Douchebags.
Yeah, and then like Columbia University, like all these major universities have like instructed the entire student body to stay home, to not come to this shit. At Columbia, I think it was a group of protesters like took over one of the buildings and like barricaded themselves in, like crazy shit. So last night, all across the country, finally the riot police came out, and then it became funny.
Where was this at?
This has happened at UCLA, at Columbia University, in Texas. Like, it's happened all throughout like, I think last night alone, over 400 people across the country were arrested because of these protests.
I found it. Thank you, sir.
Yep. There was one thing that I saw that this kid had basically like sealed his arm into the
pipe.
Yeah,
I saw that on YouTube, but I didn't get any context of it. I just watched it.
Yeah, so they were cutting him out, and he was like screaming like a bitch and like saying they're hurting me. The guy wasn't doing shit. He was just standing there looking at, and they had the camera down, looking at the kid's hand in this thing. And he's like, they're torturing me, they're hurting me so, and the guys are just standing there looking at the kid like they're not even doing anything. Just the victimhood mentality and all this shit, like. But I think there was one that they had actually put up that they had put up makeshift barricades and around the quad. They had erected plywood, like a wall, sealing them in. Well, last night they came and burst down the wall and broke the shit up.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
God damn it. But Zeno, how do you feel about this?
Yeah, Benzino, what do you think?
Me?
No.
Here, look. Oh,
We're
I think
family
you're talking
as
to
a
me.
people. Yep. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And about that kid that got his hand stuck in, what do you think, Justin? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking idiot.
dude, at this point, you should have Jack Perry on there just doing Cry Me a River instead of Justin.
So what were you gonna say, Thump? I'm done with my bit of.
Okay, yesterday, and it was early. It was like not long after I got there. We have this girl that works in flooring that wears she always wears a scarf on her head and she wears a mask like a like a COVID mask.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. It's none of my business. I don't ask her. She's real quiet,
Is she Asian?
friendly enough. She's I thought she was like Spanish, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Hmm.
But she's real quiet and she's real sweet and she does a good job. She works hard. But she was wearing something that looked similar to like a female Muslim headdress.
Hijab.
And at work, which she's allowed to do. There's a lady that works in my department that's from Angola, that wears a headdress and works in gardening and is covered all the way to her hands. She's Muslim. She'll tell you she's Muslim, and she's also a very nice person. Some guy came in. Nobody's ever said anything to her, but some guy came in, and the young girl, and I heard yelling. And then all of a sudden I hear, "We support Israel. We support Israel. We support Israel."
Oh shit!
God damn it!
And threatening our manager that they were going to call corporate and tell them that we hired terrorists at our Home Depot. Just complete and total redneck fucking Trumpster buffoonery.
Yeah.
So I thought the funny thing about it was, there's people that came up to me and they're like, they didn't really they felt uncomfortable talking about it around me because I have something on my apron that says I'm a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, this guy that works in lumber was talking to me about it, and I told him, I said, "Man, here's the truth. I didn't fight. I didn't do what I did. I didn't go to war so that I would ever have to see that in Home Depot. I went to war so that she can wear her headdress. They can shut the fuck up about it, and if they want to talk about it, they can do it somewhere else,
Right.
and certainly not make a victim out of somebody that otherwise didn't deserve it. I don't care what side of the fence she's on. I don't care if she supports Hamas. Fact of the matter is, she's an American working at Home Depot with the right to do whatever the fuck she wants, wherever the fuck she wants,
100%.
as long as it's appropriate, as long as it meets our SOPs and all that shit."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the truth is, man, I do support Israel when it comes to this particular situation. They have a right to defend themselves, and they have a right to counterattack when someone attacks them. Period. That said, I also believe that people have the right to speak on it however which way they want, no matter how ignorant they sound or how stupid, or how stupid their protests seem. Veterans didn't fight so that we could oppress people. We fought so that people could have the freedoms that, so we can be free. And,
100%.
freedom of speech.
100.
Freedom of speech is huge.
I mean, as a lawyer and a guy who cusses for 100,000 people, I definitely endorse free speech. It becomes a problem when people. I mean, humans naturally have a strength in numbers complex. It's always a mob mentality. And you get all these people together that are so hyped about something, it's very easy to turn incombustible. Now, I don't think
Especially-
any of the
especially when you're
kids
talking
got
about- Yeah, kids. They're kids.
right. I don't think any of the kids got violent. I don't believe that happened. However, the taking over of a building and the intimidating students and not letting them cross the where they were where they were posted up, that's where it goes too far.
Sure, but that goes with any protest.
Oh, 100%.
Any protest.
Yeah.
Just like January 6th, that was ridiculous. All the anything that involves damaging someone's property or hurting somebody, or anytime it goes past, hey, we just don't like this, or we support this. Anytime it goes past that, it's not a protest anymore. It's like toying with insurrection, that kind of thing. There's nothing that says anywhere in the Constitution that violent protest is okay. I think we learned that from the '60s with Malcolm X and some of the other shit that went on. And at the end of the day, violence doesn't get you anywhere. You got a bunch of kids, and some of them are going to get hurt. Probably one or two of them will eventually get killed. It'll be, they'll put some fucking statue or they'll memorialize it somehow. Which all that will do is encourage the next round of fucking dumbasses that are overwoke. See, that's the problem is we're all woke and no yoke anymore. Like, people aren't thinking about things. All they do is they like you said, they approach things with a mob mentality without having given themselves these are intelligent kids that are going to UCLA, bro.
Oh yeah,
Come
absolutely.
On.
The thing about the mob mentality, though, I guess to delve deeper into that, is that it emboldens somebody to do something that they wouldn't normally do. Like it might it might make a kid that would keep it to himself scream a slur, or just makes people feel comfortable to not have repercussions because they have a bunch of people on their side. That's kind of the issue for me.
Right,
But,
and it's almost like, hey, Steve and Mary and Colleen are gonna go do this tonight. I'm trying to bang Colleen, so tell me that's not 75% of it.
yeah.
Fair assessment.
College kid,
Fucking fair assessment.
yeah.
Dudes are
college
like,
kids,
I don't want to go to this fucking thing, but I'm thinking I might get some pussy. Thinking I can get some pussy.
Just give me the scarf. Let's go.
All right, guys. It's time for me to sign off.
Bonus points if you know how to say "fuck you" in Arabic.
Give me a week.
So, all right, guys. I had fun. So
Same here, brother.
Yeah.
It's always fun with you guys.
That was fun.
So we're gonna have we're back on Monday for talking shit, Tuesday for Weekend Wrestling, and back here again next Wednesday for HSP Live, all at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you liked what you heard, hit that. Please subscribe on whatever you're watching or listening on. It really helps.
Mm-hmm.
And for Draven Grimes and Thump Dupree, I'm Dark Chords. This has been Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. See you later.